If you can start your health journey anywhere in the world, where would it be? For me, it is here in Disney, and not for the rides, not for the food, not even for the ambiance, even though I love the ambiance, but it's really for the energy. The way it makes me feel is just magical and fully alive, and that's something that I really want to embrace in my 50s and beyond, being somewhere that makes me happy, that is true to what it is that I want for my future, and that's going to help me be motivated to reach my health goals. So let's take a walk, and let us get healthy together. And let me know in the comments, where do you want to get healthy? Where is your magical place? What's the place that brings you the most energy and the most joy? Come on, let's go. Welcome back to Fab 50s Florida, everyone. I have been away for a little while and quite honestly just been neglecting my health, and I'm fully motivated to get back into the swing of things, and I've decided to lean into trying to get healthy and walking and being as fit as possible in the place that I love the most. And even if it's not Disney every time, which is okay, it's going to be Disney and fun places that bring me energy and that bring me joy and that quite honestly make me feel motivated to keep going. I live here in the Sunshine State. We have so much fantastic sunshine, so much fantastic opportunities and geography and places to go. I mean, look at this. You can't find a better place to go walking, to go enjoying, soaking up the morning sun, and that's the goal. And just enjoying more and more of the atmosphere. That's my goal. And honestly, the grief of losing my mom threw me for a loop. It still does sometimes, but the more I sat back and thought about it and felt it, right, because you can't always think through grief, you have to actually feel through it. The last thing that I want to do is not honor my mom. And when I tell you, you're not going to find a person on the planet now or ever who enjoyed life more than my mother. She, up until the day she passed, was very much about looking forward, about finding joy and embracing life. Every day was, there's something new to learn, there's something new to do, there's something new to experience. And how could I not honor that? Because it's true. It's all true. And that's what I'm here to do. Honor my mom, enjoy life, get healthy. And why wouldn't I do it in the best place on earth? The most magical place on earth. My mother was not a huge Disney fan per se, but she loved anything fun, anything fantastic or silly, or that brought you energy. Connecting with your energy is really important. So while I won't be doing it every day, because I do have to drive here, park at the transportation and ticket center, and then walk over. And that's maybe 30, 45 minutes by the time get in the car, drive here, get out. If I can do it once a week, once every other week on the weekends, why the heck wouldn't I? It is just beautiful here. It is fantastic. And like I said, first thing in the morning, it's like you have the place to yourself, and it's kind of nice. Just walk along the water. This is the Polynesian in the background, one of my favorite resorts. I would venture to say it is my favorite resort. However, you know, sometimes you get exposed to when you start to see others and you're like, wait, maybe that one's a little bit better. But either way, it's fun. And again, I think it's about honoring yourself, being true to yourself, to whatever your goal is. If it's your health goal, weight goal, which is obviously associated with that, whether it's about a business goal, relationship goal, try to find the place that gives you energy, the place that makes you feel relaxed and makes you feel real, and start to focus on it there. So that's what I'm doing here. I want to know, what's your happy place? What's the place that brings you energy and brings you joy and that you love going to over and over again? If it's for your health journey, if it's for your relationship journey, your personal journey, whatever it is, drop a comment and let me know. Where's the place that you love? I love Disney. So let's talk about my health journey and some of the challenges I faced. I have gained back 5 pounds. Yuck, 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 yuck. But that does not mean that I'm not motivated to keep going. So here we are again, knowing that when I fall off, I can get back up. And I'm hoping that this re-energizes me. You know, I'm focused and committed and dedicated to this refocusing me and re-energizing me and keeping me going, to do it in the most magical place on earth and do it in a place that really just brings me so much joy. I love just meandering and finding different little pathways. There is the big path, like I said, around the lake, but then they've just opened this new DVC. I think it's Bay Tower. Forgot what it's called. But anyway, it's part of the Polynesian, and just exploring and looking around the little trails. That's a part that I'm going to do. And my focus is, again, let's turn around here, just to keep going on the trail, because I don't want to go in the lobby. I'm a sweaty mess. The focus is really just to stay committed to my health journey and picking up where I left off and pushing a little bit harder. Not to the point where I'm breaking, right? I needed that time off to mourn and to really feel it. Did I need to gain that 5 pounds? Did I need to eat my grief? Of course not. But I did. So here we are. Let's focus on the future and moving forward. Because we should always tally up our losses, the losses that I gained weight and I fell off. But the win is I'm back and I'm going to keep going and I'm going to be more committed than ever. Win, win, win. And the second part is that I have to stick with that mindset of commitment, progress over perfection, and especially in our 50s women, we want to be everything to everyone. I know that I'm guilty of that for sure, and it's not only just a burden that we carry, but it's also full of conceit. Is that the right word? It's just full of such hubris. We are not everything. Why do we think we have to be everything? It has been put on us, absolutely for sure. But there's also a layer of us being superwoman and being told that we can do everything, and then us taking that on. And it's self-defeating. It's just terrible. So the mindset shift, especially in our 50s, has to be, we have to care for ourselves, love ourselves, be gentle and kind with ourselves, still push ourselves and still challenge ourselves, but not to the breaking point. That does nobody any good. It certainly hasn't done me any good. I don't know about you. What's an expectation or something that's been put on you that maybe you don't want to play that game anymore? You don't want it anymore. You're going to take charge of your own health, take charge of your own life without meeting others' expectations. Drop a comment and let me know. Because I just feel like in this season of life, in our 50s, beyond menopause, this is my season. I don't have to worry about taking care of my children. I don't have to worry about taking care of my mom anymore. I want this to be my season, and I'm just trying to think about what does being true to myself mean in this season. And then finally, I wanted to talk about being real in our 50s and beyond. I have, especially after my mom's death, just come to a certain realization of things that I do want to do, things that I don't want to do, things that I want to accept in my life, and things that I don't. And I've been getting more and more frustrated, and I've been questioning more and more my house and where I live. I love where I live, and I love my house. It's just so big. The way they build new houses nowadays, I don't know if this is true across the states. Please drop a comment and let me know, but certainly here in Central Florida, their small houses are 2,000 square feet and less. I'm good. I grew up in a house probably a quarter of that size, and I'm not necessarily looking to clean and take care of and maintain and pay the utilities on a house that is so big for 2 people. I do have my animals, and I do wish that maybe Windsor was here with me walking around having a good time. He can't walk as far anymore, so that's a whole nother topic. But I do miss Windsor and our walks. We still take him. We still do it for sure. And every once in a while, he can still go pretty far, but not all the time. So, but having the puppy and the cats and taking care of a huge house and running a business and trying to take time for myself and enjoy life, it's a lot. So I'm trying to be very real with myself, what it is that I want to do going forward. Do I still want to stay in this big house? Do I still want to try to run my business as hard as I'm running it? These are things that we have to think about and be real with ourselves, and don't do it just because we have done it, right? I only moved here 3.5 years ago. Does it make sense to sell my house? I don't know, probably not. But does it make sense for me to burn myself out too and maintain a house that's quite frankly far too big for us? And secret be told, I'm obsessed with the tiny house movement. So it doesn't mean that I'm buying a tiny house, but it doesn't mean that I'm not. What about you? What's something that you want to be real about, be honest about, and start to really address in your 50s and beyond? Maybe something that's a little uncomfortable. Drop a comment and let me know. So then that leads to what's next. How am I going to be true to myself? How am I going to be honoring my next season of life? And I think it's going to be me walking in places that really energize me. I love coming to Disney. Like I said, I can't do it all the time, but maybe more in downtown Winter Garden, maybe more in places that I haven't been before. Maybe I head to the beach, even though that's a much longer drive, but I do it in places that are just beautiful and wonderful, and places that maybe you want to see. So drop a comment and let me know where you'd like to see me walk and talk, sweat like a banshee with my super short haircut, and start to focus on health and our wellness journey well beyond this into our 50s. And I keep saying my 50s, I'm going to be hitting my mid 50s in January. So I want to keep it going. I want to keep it going in the best places possible. So I will finish my walking loop over here to the Magic Kingdom, smell some of the magical air over there, and then head back to the transportation and ticket center and head home, shower, yeah, and then start my day. And know that I've done my best to walk, to be energized, to keep my physical health as a main focus and my mental health, because being here is it's just so wonderful. I just feel like sitting here on a bench and just relaxing for an hour. Maybe I will. Tell me what you're going to do this week that's going to be healthy for yourself, that's going to energize you, and tell me where you're going to do it. Where is a place that brings you joy, that brings you energy, gives you inspiration, and makes you want to be your best self? Drop a comment, and I will see everyone next week. Thanks again for joining us today on Fab 50s Florida. You are wonderful.